guys, welcome to Love Me Some Cooking with Vicki. Today we are making cheesecake. I've had a lot of requests for this, so I'm going to teach y'all how to make one. It's easy and it's great, but I'm going to make it for a baby shower, so it's going to have a little bit of a tweak to it, but you can follow the recipe without using the food coloring, just a little heads up. So this is a 9 to 10 inch springform pan. This is how they work. These are why cheesecakes look so good. You can flip this out and the bottom comes off. I could say that, but I won't. Alright, so I'm going to take parchment paper because I'm going to take this off of this springform pan later on and put it in a big white box to be able to bring it to work tomorrow for this baby shower. But parchment paper is what you can cook with. You can't cook with wax paper. Don't even try it. It'll just completely burn up in your oven. So I've got my oven preheated to 325. I'm going to take this parchment paper and line it on the bottom. This is just so I can peel it off at the end. So I'm going to push it down. When you push it all the way down, you just fasten it. You gotta work with it a couple times because I've used this so many times. You gotta make sure it stays. Okay, now it's up in the grooves. So what I'm gonna do, the other thing is this is gonna go into a water bath. So I have to have heavy duty Reynolds wrap. Because this is going to go in a water bath, this is a pretty good seal, but it's not completely sealed or tight. So I want to wrap this up so that no water seeps in. The water bath just makes it ensures, there's a couple things that you can do to make sure that you don't get any cracks in the top of your cheesecake, but this is a really good way to prevent that. And it makes it real moist and creamy in the center. So I've got this all ready to go. Now, I'm going to take my cooking spray and my vegetable spray, and I'm going to spray even the parchment paper. Why? Because I'm going to ensure that it comes off. And make sure I get the edges. Alright. So, this is ready. Now we're going to start with the crust. I've got about 1.5 to 2 cups of broken down cookie crumbs, Oreos. I just put them in my food processor. How many do you ask? About that many. That's what I got left over. My kids will be happy. So 3/4 of a package. To this I'm going to add about 1/3 of a cup of melted butter. I'm going to take a fork and whisk this together. And basically the point of doing this is you just want to get the cookie crumbs moistened so that I can go up at the bottom, all over the bottom of the springform pan, and then go up the edges a little bit. So you can see that really cool bottom to it. Alright, now we're going to put it all in the bottom of the pan. Now just with clean hands, you're going to push all the way down around the bottom. Once you got that fully covered, push, and then start pushing up the sides a little bit. It's not going to go all the way up. It'll probably only go up about 1/4 of the way. But you want to make sure that it's flat and flush. So just Oreos and melted butter. That's all for a crust. It's pretty cool. And I'll even go around and kind of do an indentation at the bottom, right around the edges, so that I know that it'll be a complete 90-degree angle. Alright, got that done. Okay guys, now we're going to cream 3 bars of softened cream cheese. I have 5 eggs and 3 bars of cream cheese. And a big old thing, 16 ounces of sour cream. I put this out on my kitchen counter when I left for work this morning, and it's like, what, 8:30? So it's been sent out for hours. You can do it the night before too, but you want this stuff to be completely room temperature. Another thing that will help you not have cracked cheesecake. So I'm going to put all 3 in here. And you're going to beat this up. Now, one at a time, I'm going to add some eggs. Alright, make sure you're scraping the sides of the bowl. I made homemade vanilla extract. We're going to use that in a second. Okay. To this is a 1 1/3 cup of just plain granulated flour, or I'm sorry, sugar. Quarter cup of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of fresh lemon juice. So basically it was 2 lemons. And this whole container, like I said, this is not for the fat conscious container of sour cream. And do not go fat-free on you or on me, because you gotta, if you're gonna make it right. And 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Oh, I got it all over the place. Alright. Don't overbeat it. You never want to beat it too much. Just let it go till it's blended. Okay. Damn, it's good. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Now, I told you this is a baby shower cheesecake, so if you want to just take this straight to this pan, it's good to go. But I'm going to make this cute. Why not? So I'm going to split this into thirds. So I'm just using the same bowl that I had my sugar in. So what I thought would be cute is to use some food coloring. So we got 3 little things of our cheesecake filling right here. And I was thinking we would do red, but you know, lighten up so it's a little bit more pink. A little yellow, oh no. Pink and green. So no red. Alright, so we're going to start off with about 3 little drops in each one. So that's what that's for. Okay, so that's the pink. There's the green. And there's yellow. Alright. So let's see how this looks. No. It's Kristen's having a girl. There we go. Look how cute that is. Okay, so we got our pan, cookie crumbs at the bottom. Now, this is what I figured. Let's take these bad boys and dollop them all over the inside of this pan, and then we're going to swirl them with a knife. So we're going to start out with a little bit of yellow. Who cares if you get it on your counter? That's what paper towels are for. A little bit of green. Pink. Some more green. And this food coloring does not affect the taste of the cheesecake, so don't be afraid to use it. Alright, now we're going to take our knife and see how it went all the way up to the edge of the cheesecake. Or up the crust, I should say. Look how pretty this looks. Alright. Now we're going to cook this for an hour in the oven at 325 degrees. But I want you guys to come around here. Okay guys, so here's the cheesecake. Now, I've got a broiler pan in this oven, and I already poured some water into it halfway up. Actually, a little less than halfway. It's one of these pans, if you're not familiar with them. This goes on top, like if you're going to broil meat or something. Usually they come with your oven when you get a new one. But I'm going to go ahead and put this in this water bath. Like I told you, that's what makes it moist. But be very careful, keep your fingers up. And now that water's already hot, so you're just going to place it in there. Be very careful when pushing this back in. And set your timer for an hour and 15 minutes. So 75 minutes. When it's done, we're going to turn the oven off and prop open the door like this for an hour. Okay, and then it's free and clear to take out and let it cool at room temperature. But you want to refrigerate it till the next day. You don't want to serve these the same day. You've got to, I mean, they have to mesh and marry, so you got to leave that sit. So, hour and 15 minutes in the oven, 325 degrees, oven propped open for an hour when it's done. I'll see you guys back in a minute. Okay guys, so the cheesecake's out of the oven. I took the aluminum foil off. Look at it. Look how cute that is. Perfect for a baby shower. Like I said, it was in the oven for 325 degrees for an hour and 15 minutes. And then I just propped the door open for an hour after I turned the oven off. So now it's beautiful, no cracks on the top, just pretty, pretty, pretty. And I'm going to show you the finished product in a little bit, but I have to do that tomorrow before I leave for work, because I'm going to put a little bit of dollop of whipped cream around and these cute little baby booties right here in smack dab in the center. So isn't that just adorable? But you don't have to do this if you want to make it for your family. You don't have to make the colors, but I think it's really pretty. And you know what another good idea would be? Is to, if you're wanting to tell like your folks what the sex of your baby is, you can make it just like you and I did, but instead of doing all the colors throughout, just make a center ring with one little dollop of your cheesecake and make it pink, so that when you cut into it you can see the pink in the center, or you can make it blue, and then that way they can tell that you're having a boy or a girl. Let's face it, in my girlfriend's case, she'd have a little girl, so it's all pink in the middle. You know what I could do? Is make it red and swollen. I'm sure. That's just wrong. I've had too many glasses of wine, Anne-Marie. So, okay. Thank you guys very much for following me on YouTube. I appreciate you. And now you can, because there's no excuse. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.